Well, well, well. What do we have here? How are we all doing? Late? No, 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 no. You're not late, Silver Knight. I'm early. I'm early. Anyway. It's time for me to suffer. How's everyone doing this evening? Did I have fun listening to them bicker? I was admittedly doom scrolling and ignoring them, Flight, if I'm being real. Velociraptor, Wild Tyrant, Rippy, Arrhenius, Serato Toast, Reptilian, Flight, welcome to the stream. Used armor call with it? See, I would use the armor call if I wasn't worried about the fact that I don't really think this build can do much chasing. Like, I don't know how much it can force people to fight it while the armor call is active. Hanya, welcome to the stream. What am I doing? I can just do this. We even use AoE slop for our fishing. So, anyway, I anticipate the days being a bit more useful utility-wise than the armor call, just because the days can stop you from taking follow-up hits after the initial pull. Pulls people in so you can chase in water. Yeah, I know it does 90 on land, 70 in water. Yeah, the stopping moving is a big no-no. It's a big oof. So if you misjudge your distance, you just kind of get fried. So just so everybody is aware, this is the build I'm running. This is a hybrid build. I'm not trying to fight just in the water or just on land. I'm trying to do a little bit of both. Waterborne, the armor on land while wet and the stamina recovery while swimming are big here because Undertow and Lunging Snap both cost stamina. And we're going to be super dependent on Lunging Snap and Lunge for our zoning because we don't have access to sweep. Also, Lunging Snap Claw Attack let Spino act identically to DPS Spoon on land, which if we can get a collision pin or a good tail ride, lets us win without having to worry about our tail. Like what's in our tail slot at all. Like, we don't even need Undertow. Undertow on land is going to be used as a chip tool on shorelines and nothing more. Using it in a brawl is a death sentence. But we might get our first fight here. Let's see what we can do to an Nano with this. Ooh, that hurts. Okay. All right. I don't know how that didn't register, but I'm gonna let the alpha critter take care of it. Bro is on Rust Stride. We may just have to let him go. I don't really think that fight's worth it. If I had Claw Slam, I would attempt it, but I don't think Undertow is having a big enough impact in the chip fight there. Luckily, with the catfish buff plus streamlined, we will be healing very fast underwater. Also, yes, I know the, obviously I know the fishing trick with, Undertow. Man, everybody arguing about whether or not chocolate's a fruit? Y'all crazy. I don't even want to get involved in that debate. You know what? Tyrant's right. Chocolate is a dinosaur. You know what? I'm going to take this pike to go. What strange and silly debates you people have. Oh, and Cedrus is red. Shocker there. I don't imagine we're going to get a very good fight in Cedrus. So I'm going to leave it be. We're going to go looking elsewhere. Maybe Mudflats will have something for us. I need a proper opportunity to test this out. Now, for those of you wondering why I chose to run Lunging Snap with Undertow, as opposed to, say, Snapjaw or Bite, is because, one, I want to practice my close quarters lunging snaps anyways, and two, what better opportunity to line up a headshot with lunging snap than after you've sucked someone close to you and dazed them, and they can't retaliate. It's the hardest hitting single attack Spino has in the water, and since Undertow is trying to win a trade war, what better thing to do? You almost won a 2v1 against Tylos, Silver? I'm proud of you, man. Good job. That's not easy to do. We're gonna let the albino go. See, I think the problem that I see with Undertow might not necessarily be with the ability itself, and it might be with how I see people use it. Because I'll see Spinos that run it, and they'll spam it as soon as it comes off of cooldown, and I really don't think you're supposed to do that. I think they try to use Undertow as like a main ability, and fall short because of it. So we're going to use it as a utility tool, and we're going to see if we can make the magic happen with the rest of our kit. Yeah, losing Claw Slam for 24 hours does things to a man. Unpleasant things. Top off our Oxy. A rubber room? A rubber room full of rats? Rats make me crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. Put me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room full of rats. Rats, they make me crazy, chat. Why do I just go around questing on the same dino and rarely fighting? Brother, I'm not questing. I'm looking for a fight. I don't like hanging around in the same hotspot all the time. It gets boring. So I like exploring. I like the chance random encounters on the road. Guys, I'm trying to test out a new build tonight. So fights are gonna kind of be the thing I want for the most part. It's gonna be a lot of hotspot cycling, but it is what it is. I wonder what Hydra's is bringing. Ramp? I won't say no to that. I won't say no to a ramp. Want a second ramp? Not particularly. I think just the one will be fine. I don't want to be overperforming too much with ridiculous ramp buffs. Just kind of want to see how the abilities stand on their own 2 feet. Was that a duck I heard, or were those the tannies? Odd. I think it was the tannies I was hearing. I might be going crazy. Well, you also have to understand, Peter, that there are times where I'm questing because I just died in a fight, and I'm trying to get back up to fighting strength. Stego. Two Stegos. Interesting. Really, bruv. That's how you want to play this. All right. Not so sure of yourselves now, are you? If that's not the most obnoxious crap on the face of this planet. Goodness. Stego does too much bleed. Oh my god, that hit my head. Unreal. Is there another Spino coming over here? Fucking hell. Really? Okay. Okay. Alright. I see how it is. See how it is. Goodness. Gonna make sure I don't bump into Tylos on accident. Speaking of Tylos. Alright. 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 Oh. Gee willikers. Yeah, I know they probably have more coming. Obligatory, I can't wait for matchmaking changes. That's not the realest shit I've heard all day. Okay, why is this thing kicking my ass? real. I'm running Streamlined Silver Knight. For the swim speed and the assistance to cycling. Though I don't feel like sitting in the riverways at the moment, so I'm actually going to come into one of these trenches and see if I can lay down. Because there's fog in the area. Lots of breaks in line of sight. And I can probably nestle in right about here. Be mostly out of view. Well, maybe 2 Stegos is just a bad matchup. Oh, are they talking trash and global now? Okay. Okay. All I needed to see. Thals. The Thals can have a good time trying to find me in this fog. I'll hear them before I see them. If it wasn't foggy and raining, I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be under the water, but... this is probably as safe a place as I can be. I wish I knew how low I got those Stegos, but... Ben, I am 100% with you. If I could actually frickin' move during it, I wouldn't mind it so much. Or, if they have to make you stationary during it on land, it needs to get the plus 50% armor on land, too. You know? Alright. We need to get water so we can keep healing. So we're gonna go into Twisted. What's a good route through here? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. See, this is kind of why I'm starting to... I mean, I'm coming to the understanding that Undertow isn't meant for solos. I think that a Spino duo, where you have one as a proper duelist with, like, snap-drenched sweep, and then put the other one on this build right here, and you've got an extremely deadly combo. Because you've got burst damage from both, movement penalties from one of them, and crowd control and dazing and forced movement from the two of them combined. Those Stegos would have been dinner if I had Claw Slam. But, alas, I do not. Yeah, like, if they're gonna freeze you in place, they gotta give you something. Well, see, the funny thing is, Silver Knight, if I was running my Claw Slam build, they would not have been allowed to leave. I would have stammed them out and they would have died. Because I run solar powered on my Claw Slam build. Yeah, Stegostam is a joke and a half. Yep. Well, Mudflats is red. So we're gonna spy around. See what we can get. My big concern with this build and its viability is mainly Tylos, because, again, I can't stress enough, Undertoe's a death sentence against them. So you basically have to fight them without a tail slot, which means you're fighting them without sweep, which means you're probably gonna fucking die. Should we cross to the coastland side? I think we'll cross to the coastland side. Just to give us a little bit more time to heal. A little bit more room to breathe. Can we pre-nerf Kentra, but bigger all over again? Yeah, I have the same feeling. Yep, Dart School. Tylos are my biggest op at the moment. They're the gatekeepers of my experimentation. It is unfortunate that at the moment, on Riparia, you either have a build that can deal with Tylos, or you just play Land Spoon. So, funny enough, I actually think that against the charged headbutt Tylo builds, I think Undertow might actually handle itself very well in those fights. The concern, however, is the fact that every single Tylo and their cousins, in my opinion, all run... Okay, we've got a Sarco. god, that animation time is awful. What is this thing doing? Oh, I'm just shit. Granted, it is a very small target. Where did this fucker go? There he is. Alright. Okay, that's the not so fun build. Alpha Gono. Still coming after me. Alright. Well, it's a chase now. We're gonna get our oxygen out. Okay. Let's try this again. Second Sarco has hit the building. Alright, let's see what we can do here. They are stalling. For certain. Third Sarco. Alright. We're gonna keep moving. Conka behind. Honestly, we might be better off on land here. That's what we're gonna do. We've got 2 minutes to kill. We'll switch rivers, which will force them to swim around or cross on land themselves. I think I heard a duck. Gotta trust in the process. They're following. They're following for sure. Yep, here we go. Nope, gonna try and lure me back. Okay. Here comes croc number 2. And they are gonna wait until they have croc number 3 before they go for it. Watch them turn around. See what I mean? They have zero confidence in their ability to fight me. They need to wait until they have enough people to jump me. They are trying to stat wall me. They won't let me get within reach. Yep, gator dash away. Oh, you're cooked, sir. I'll face tank you. I don't care. Oh. Sorry, Hydrus. Yep, they just want to go for the drown. They're just stalling for something else. Look, they won't even commit. Yeah, okay. Biting my ankles. Enjoying yourself yet? That's either a bad omen or that's coffee. That's a bad omen. That's what that is. The double O2, yeah, brutal. Alright, we're gonna switch rivers again. Here they come. These are some determined buggers. Watch, I'm gonna turn to face them head on when they get closer, and they're gonna turn and run, because that's what they do. Because they're trying to heal cycle me. Oh, nope, I don't want to do that. Let's see how this does. Can I outstamp him after the gator dash? That's the question. Probably not. He's going to wait. He's going to friends. Alright, he's out of the fight. Problem solved. Question is, does John Sarco here try to keep up the fight? Seems he wants to, or at least he wants to stall for time. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There's the broadcast, because they want other people to know where we are. Or at least aggro calls. Either way, people can hear those from a ways away. Yeah, he doesn't care. I don't know what they think they're doing. I'm not making much progress. Keyframe frequency of 4 seconds or less? Sorry if the stream's a little jittery. I don't know what's going on with the quality. I'll have to fix it after this fight. No, they're not done. They haven't given up yet. Oh, dazing again. Well, if your reinforcements won't show up, Sarcos, mine will. And you aren't going to like mine. It has a lot of teeth. It's a lot scarier than you. What's the matter? Yeah. Well, it's gonna happen one way or another. How's the build working out? Like shit. It's a heaping pile of garbage. fight would have been over a lot faster if I had sweep. Or claw slam. Or both. I'm really struggling to see the viability of Undertow here. It's not the build, it's the player. Sounds good, Coffee. Thanks for the backup. It was getting annoying. Yeah, we are going to find a home cave. Probably Twisted. We're gonna go to Twisted Home Cave. I don't know if lunging snaps the play here. I mean, maybe it is. Maybe I've just got bad luck. We'll keep trying it, but having to do a lot of break check work in order to make up for the fact that I do not have sweep as a threat. Because even though Undertow has a shorter cooldown in the water than sweep does, on land it's longer. Let's see what's going on over here. Smash bars. Alright, hold on. We gotta play this a little safe. Whew, that was close. Okay. That hits. Oh, no sweep for you, sir. Yikes. There's so much damage, even on the tail hits. Ouch. You gonna sit down, brother? Are you for real right now? Ooh. Seriously? I'm getting third-partied by alpha tannies. Okay. Fucking ow? Yeah. Jesus Christ. Alright. I need to home cave and go put my kid back to sleep. So I will be back. Hamster, so Matthew asking what the best conch build is. Brother, they're all good. There is no best one. It's more of a best for the situation. Hamster, just bought the game trying to learn from watching gameplay. That's great. If there's any lesson I can teach you with this stream, it's that you shouldn't use Undertow on Spinosaurus. Undercrab? Yeah, we're gonna start calling it Undercrab. Alright, okay, so do you want to know what my biggest gripe with trying to use this against a Stego is? It's the fact that I can't use sweep to move my tail out of the way of that frickin' charge hit. Getting my bleed half max because I got hit on the tip of my tail by a Stego is unbelievable. Anyway, I will be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that, y'all. Kid's having a hard night. She's sick at the moment, so she's not going down very easy. But her mother just got home, so my wife's gonna take care of her from here, so I can get back to it. Thanks for being patient with me. So I have a plan. I don't know how the plan's gonna go, but we're gonna keep trying to make this work. My initial plan with Undertow clearly was not, shall we say, it. So we're gonna try to modify it a little bit. First up, there is no follow-up with the days. Not in the water, and certainly not on land. It does nothing with Undertow. With Claw Slam, it has uses, because it allows you to apply safe damage. It allows you to apply a full combo onto something that would otherwise be able to deal knockback and stop you from doing it. Undertow is not it, so we're going to run Armor Call. Secondly, this, in the water I don't like it, so we're going to switch to Snapjaw. We're going to run Claw Attack. We're going to run Snap Claw. And we're going to hope and pray that the sliced stacks are enough to allow us to actually put distance. Additionally, we're going to switch to Shockwave. What's the SS tier build for Conch? Well, if you're on land and you're not running Bloodthirsty, you're kind of a goofball. At least that's my personal opinion. I think Bloodthirsty Concavinator on land with Bright Sail and Bite plus Claw Attack plus Ripping Kick, and Snarl, like, you really just can't go wrong with that. But a lot of people will run Nictitating Membrane, Streamlined Hide. They'll run the Semi-Aquatic Concavinator. I'm really not a Conch player. All the Conch builds are good. They're all obscenely good. They just do well wherever they go. That's why Conch is SS, is because it has next to no weaknesses other than the fact that it has slightly low max HP. Now, okay, back to build talk here. I'm contemplating dropping Streamlined. But I know that I shouldn't, because if I want to use this in the water, I have to have it. So, for the sake of hybrid, I'm going to take the hit to my stam, and we're just gonna ball. How much time on the server? 2 minutes? Okay. What does my friend who's a Conch main use? They use a hybrid setup because they're more comfortable on Conch. She uses Bite, Nictitating Membrane, Slash, Streamline Hide, Ripping Kick, and Snarl. So it's like a blend of water and land. Hydra's forgetting that I have home cave buff. Real. Alright. So, did I miss anything other than getting disconnected? You better not be. Hopefully, he listens to the head shake. Took the hint. Yeah, good survival instincts on that kid's part. It's the first time I've ever had that happen. Usually they just keep insisting, "Mommy, mommy," and then I kill them. Alright, time to collect some amber. Yeah, I know what you meant, Hydrus. Pearls? Where the hell am I gonna find pearls? Hamster said, I saw a video of somebody using Bright Sail. Felt like a strong incentive to play any dino that can have that ability. I do like the visual effect on Bright Sail. Unfortunately, compared to Spino's other two hide options, it kind of falls short. I'm not a huge fan of that one, personally. In most cases, if I'm doing anything land-related, solar-powered is going to be leagues better than Bright Sail. Because stamina is oh so important. Oh, my ramp is bringing me cocoons. Base Rampharinkus. That's where I'll find pearls. Oh, albino critter. I've got a good bit of time to kill this. Come on. Come on. What the? Oh, that little bastard. Alright, you know what? I need stam. Ugh. Questing after a death is always painful. You know the worst part? The worst part? I lost my scars from my fight with Flight because of this stupid build. I really am gonna start calling this thing Undercrap. It's so garbage. Did he? Unbelievable. I'm getting my ankles broken by a critter. Don't. Oh my god. I hate Twisted Forest. I hate Twisted Forest. I hate Twisted Forest. Can't even get up there. I'm gonna run out of stam again. This is unbelievable. I'm getting clowned on. This is Matt clowning on me. Why does it have to start running away so soon? Can this thing come over here so I can kill it, please? Oh my god. Unbelievable. Bring me more cocoons, minion. The stamina issues are real, and I hate them. Yes, Hamster, it is in fact the most tedious part of playing the dino. It's why I don't chase things on Spino, usually. Spino's much more of a defensive playable. It's kind of a tank and a bruiser more than it is a hunter. But with the right build, which I don't have, it can chase down certain prey. It just takes a good bit of effort and patience to do it. At least as far as other players are concerned. Yeah. Something Hunya likes to say is that Spino is kind of like a battleship. It hits hard and it hits in every direction, but it's kind of slow, lumbering. You have to, most of the time, you have to want to approach it in order to die to it, but I mean, clever play can overcome any obstacle. That should get me to adult. And that has given areas time to recoup numbers. Coastland is hot, so we are going to go... You're going to go check Coastland. That's the baby Spino. I'm gonna leave it be. Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of that. It's probably just 2 little spoons. I don't really care. Baby and adult? An adult? No. I'll leave him alone. I kind of want to see if they'll come after me. Just as a test. Nope, they don't care. That's okay. Fine by me. Too much aura? I mean, I guess. Fucking hell. I don't know. You know, if I'm being entirely honest, it might just be that solar powered is the way to go for this build. Given that, Undertow already locks you in place and doesn't play well with with high movement, and you're kind of leaning into a playstyle of getting dug in and dirty with the brawling. Honestly, solar powered might be the play here too. But we'll never know. It could just be the land Spino in me talking. Back in the flats. We're just gonna ignore global. I don't feel like raiding walls. Bars, 2 Sucos, and a Spino. Fucking lovely. So what that means is 2 Sucos and a Spino. Realistically. Because I can go to water, and the bars is out of the equation. Those Sucos, however, they're gonna hurt like a bitch. Alright. Let's see who we can piss off. Oh, they have a ramp as well. Interesting, interesting. They have a baby Anno with them. Oh, that was a deafening call. Missed me. Alright, well, we wasted the armor call because I didn't realize the bars was deafening, but... Okay. Nice and easy. Slow and steady wins this race. Alright, at this rate, just need to focus the Suko. I think I'm not going to have the stam advantage, but who knows. Red Bard. A lot behind me? That's okay. As long as it's behind me. Is that muffled? Might be muffled. I just need to catch him with one more Undertow, but his stam might be better. Yeah, Undertow's a little bit funny like that. It's basically Wizardry. Shit ability. Cool visuals. Interesting effects on paper. Unfortunately, piss execution. Man, even with slice stacks, it's getting away? That's unreal. I wonder if he's luring me into a trap. It's entirely possible. we're gonna go back. Just because I feel like fighting more stuff. Alright, I need to be underwater so I can heal. That's coffee. Alright. Let's see what kind of magic we can make happen. Two Eos, 3 Spinos, 2 Sucos, and Mudflats. Interesting. Some might have died. To what? I wonder. It's only annoying to play against for small stuff. The issue is that Undertow really just doesn't do enough damage to be a problem. That's kind of why I'm streaming this, is because, I mean, I would like to think that I'm a fairly good Spino player. A lot of people tell me that I'm fairly good. And if I'm struggling with this ability, I mean, that should say enough, right? They're expecting sweep? That's not always true. Oh god, they have a Rex now. Three Eos. Good God. Come on, Rexy Poo. Come on. Come on. I'm not coming up there with you. Are you crazy? Come on to land. Come to the water. Come on to land. Come to the water. The endless debate. Come on. Come on, chumps. What's the matter? What's the matter? You only gonna fight me when you got the numbers? Okay, alright, here we go, here we go. There's the sharpen. god. God, backlash is so busted. Hold on, hold on. Let's see if I can bait them in one more time. Damn, I can't take another hit like that. Shit ass ability. Yet Ceratotoast, Undertow doesn't even get them off of you. It hardly does any knockback. Just join stream, worthless. I don't even know what you mean by that, Blizzard. But the fact that EO has a fucking automatic attack, where when you hit it in the back, it just bops you off. Crazy. Yeah, they're just gonna leave now. There's no fighting this. The attack is worthless? Yes, Blizzard. I know the attack is worthless. It's a pile of poop. Pile of poop. The best way to use Undertow is to not. But I'm using it for the stream because I feel obligated to demonstrate how garbage it is. Yeah, they're just gonna hang out over there. It's not worthless if your goal is to become food. Oh god, ain't that the truth. So, okay. We've established that this ability is a pile of crap. But the question is, why? Follow-up question is, how do we fix it? You're gonna bring your TT? Sounds good, Coffee. Generally struggling with so much lately with mega packs, playing duo solo is just unfun at the moment. I mean, yeah. That is also true. Like, if you're gonna duo, you damn well better be, like, on a Spino duo or Rex duo or a Titan duo, or else you're just, or like a Bars duo or something, or you're just not gonna have a good time. Well, that's not true. A duo of Latins can actually do a lot of work, especially against mega packs. But, yeah. I don't know. There's plenty of group compositions, or, ooh, you know what duo would work really well? Alberta duo, stacking solid frill on each other. There you go. Now you're basically indestructible. You can just chew through a mega pack all by your lonesome. What did you miss? You missed more gameplay showing that Undertow is a pile of shite. Garbage ability. Speaking of garbage, there's a Titan over there. I don't know who that Titan is, but I am concerned about finding out. It does not appear to be copies. Nope, it is not copies, TT. Let's see. Will it come fight? No? Okay. Fine. Suko. It was 3 EOs and a Rex. It really wasn't. Like, even on my Slam Spoon, I don't really think there was any hope of getting a pick there. Okay, that's a lie. That is 100% a lie. If I was on Slam Spoon, they'd all be... At least 2 of them would be meatballed, and they'd be retreating further inland before we retreated into the water. Unfortunately, I'm stuck on Undertow for the day. Because I wanted to prove that the ability is crap. Rex and Dasp duo, that's been 50-50 so far. Throw a couple Seratos in there. You just get 2 more friends. Just 2 more friends, get a couple Seratos, put them both on taunt. Trust me, you will never look back. Especially if they're on carry and feeder. You'll love it. I promise. OBS is tanking. It's not tanking, it's just having a small hiccup. Hashtag meat grinder referenced. Y'all don't know what the meat grinder is. You should go check out FlightXStar's video on it. It's a cool little group comp. Snapjaw's good? Oh, Snapjaw's fantastic. Yeah. Snapjaw, great. Claw attack, great. Armor call, lunge, both great. Not Undertow. Not Undertow. That one is not good. So you're telling me Jakarthi went full AoE slop. And did well against bad players. I promise you, Rippy. Claw Slam was hard carrying. Okay. Claw Slam's the reason Jakarthi did so much damage to them. I guarantee it. God, Alpha Critters just really are my biggest op. See, I don't really think the full AoE build on Spino is all that worth it, just because of how underwhelming Undertow feels. Especially since, like, why would you run an ability that has function both in water and on land, like Undertow, and then equip Claw Slam, which you can't use in the water? Like, where's the sense in that? Oh, they killed another Spino. See what we can do. Okay. Just gonna wait off this fracture. Here comes Rex number 2. Snapjaw, Drenched, and Sweep is good. Yes, that is true. You can also put in work with Snapjaw, Claw Attack, and Sweep. You done yet? You're gonna come back. Oh, didn't like that much, did we, bucko? Having fun there, sir? Woo! What's the matter, Mr. Rexy? Having a hard time? Aw, Mr. Rexy's gotta go inland now. He gotta go hide behind his EOs and sit down. Aw, the cute little baby. Poor Rexy doesn't know how to deal with flick biting. Isn't that so sad? Fucking dweebs. Look at this. Look at, and they're going after a Suko? Unreal. comes another sharpened horns. I guess the whirlpool can't catch them while they're on the shore, which is unfortunate. What's a good Spino build? Oh god, there are so many. There are so many that aren't this one. Literally use anything other than the one I'm using. Basically, if your build does not have Undertow in it, it's probably good. That's what I have to say about that. I just have to hope and pray coffee gets here in time. Yes, Snapshot does do more damage than normal value. Not by much, but it also applies a sliced status. What's the matter, Rexy? What's the matter? How about yourself? How about your lonesome? Don't like being all alone when your EO pals aren't here. There's a TT. Oh, that hurt a lot. Okay. I'm gonna have to play this a lot smarter. I'm willing to bet that that Titan was, oh, smart, backing up for the sharpen. I'm willing to bet that that Titan was coffee. Which is why they're vacating. So I might hop over to the other side. I might take this opportunity to go help out. "14-person Discord group on Apexes is chump change compared to some of the stuff I've seen. But yeah, that stuff is not fun to deal with. Alright, time to go fishing. Gotta stay fed. Looks like they have migrated. Let us hope the Tyranititan did not meet a grisly fate. It would appear it did not. Beautiful. We have friends. There's the EOs. Okay. Oh my god, I'm cooked, chat. Yep. Typical, typical, typical. Yeah, I'm gonna be real, y'all. I really don't... I don't see a way. I don't see a way that this works. Like, granted, I could have played better. Not gone so far inland. While on quarter HP. That was a little bit dumb. The friendlies did get a little bit in the way. But I just really don't see this being good or usable at all. Small knockback. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I mean, this build kicked the bucket to a Stego and a barely sub-adult Barsboldia. I think it was probably adolescent. Like, that's sad. And okay, I'll explain a little bit better on why I think the build is struggling so much. Spino wants to blitz down whatever it's fighting. The less time it spends fighting equals the less damage it takes, which means the less damage it has to heal off afterwards. Right? Faster it kills the thing, the better. Undertow is not fast. It is painfully slow. Painfully slow. We're gonna try to be a little bit different. Biggest drawback is mechanical with how locked in place. I fully agree. Put sweep on the same build, see what changes. Oh my god. You have no idea what will change. So much will change. So many things change. Well, obviously, waterborne here. Sweep. You don't even... Like, you can use streamlined here. No point. Can I do a few runs in the water now using Undertow? Against what? Tylos? We'll give it a shot. We'll go look for some water fights. If we're doing water fights, I'm gonna do patient lurk. Any living, breathing water being? Perhaps. The question now is Rallying Call or Dazing Bellows. And I think Dazing's better just because of the uptime. And you want to reduce the risk of pulling stuff towards you with the stun. So we're gonna run that. I'll take the waste stun. Alright. Well, we're in Stonebed. Fun times. I'm with you, Jeebs. I think that would be good. There is another Spino. Perhaps it will be willing to fight us. No, it is going to Home Cave. Looks like the EOs are still being EOs. We're gonna move on. Why don't more people use Talos' sweep ability? Because why use sleep when you could use water dodge? Like, why wouldn't you have a free dash on your fucking Bone Snap? That sounds awesome. Snapjaw, Waterborne, Normal Claw, Streamline Hide, Stam, Regen, Legs, Sweep, Armor Buff, Call, good. For a hybrid setup, Mega, that's not too bad. If you're comfortable on that, then go for it. But if you... My biggest recommendation is to play around with different Spino builds. Kind of feel out what you like, what you don't like, and just make adjustments as you go. If you find yourself not really using something, or... you just don't think it's giving you enough value, swap off. Try something else, you know? I wonder if I'm even going to find any fights. I feel as though I won't. Because I promise you, the only thing that's going to be in the rivers in Mudflats is going to be fucking Tylos. gonna be real, chat. This is probably gonna take me forever to find a water fight. They are just not. They're just not common. Oh man. What do I think of the yellow pixel? Top left corner of the game. I don't really see it on my screen ever, so it doesn't bother me. Mudflats pack is running. Alright. What's my favorite Spino build? Bite, Shockwave, Claw Slam, whatever metabolism I'm feeling, Solar Powered, Lunge, Sweep, and Dazing Bellows. That's the build I run on officials normally, these days. Yeah, at least Undertow can be used for fishing. I second that. Mostly died and is running into Twisted. Noted. Crash next to all of it? Yikes. Why is lunges cooldown 25 seconds? Because Alderaan hates Spino. That's why. Yes, yes, it is an absurdly long cooldown. Thought they hated Alio, Aloe, and Metri? I mean, they do. They do. They hate Spino too, just in less obvious ways. They're more subtle about it. It might make you go really far, Serato, but it would also completely kill your stamina. They went for the home cave. Serato and Kent are both fine after the nerfs. I mean, yeah, Serato, it would make it very fast for a very, very brief period of time, and then it would go back to being the slowest. And it would get outstand. Also, using Lunging Snap as a movement tool is horribly stamina inefficient. It's a gigantic stam sink. Oh look, somebody's not dead somehow. Critter. Wonder if those are coffee Seratos. I wouldn't mind the damage if it wasn't so awkward to hit them. Let's head this way. Maybe we get a fight. I heard Tylo's over this way. Yeah, I hear Tylo's. I think that's the only water fight we're gonna get. It's always the damn megapacks. I mean, aside from those two Sarcos that we realistically just couldn't do anything about. That's a lot of Tyrannotitans. Coffee, are those 4 TTs yours? I'm sorry, 5 TTs. Without the Kai, I would have been dead there. Huh. I guess they fixed Bone Snap's instant bone break, finally. Finally. Seems good for disorienting them. Throwing off their aim, because you can send them past you and they have to turn around. But the days... I don't know, Chad. I mean, Armor Call doesn't work against Tylos anyways, so I guess the Daze is better than nothing, but... Alright, let's get away from this home cave. Kelp. I could do kelp. Would Shockwave make a bigger pull in the water? Yes, it would increase the range of the pull. I don't know if it would pull them further, but it does increase the area of effect. Now we're talking. Oh my god. What is this clusterfuck? Holy Jesus. Permission to hop on that. Do whatever you want. I don't care. But holy. Oh, that Hats is dead. Jesus, do they not care about friendly fire? Oh, they've got some bloodied souls. They're just leaving us alone. Okay. Hmm. What a boring group. I know one of them was on Death Scars. We're gonna drink what's left of this water here. I bet they're so proud of themselves. Look at them. Look at them. All sitting there, waiting for a challenger. They're waiting for me to get greedy and overcommit to land so they can all dogpile me and I die. They are not worried about me because they know that I cannot threaten them. Not by my lonesome. There's a deadio there. Look at this. Wild dogs. They're wild dogs. Yes, Rippy, lunging snap is rather weird. Like, what do you do against that? Like, for real. What do you do? Huh. I'm gonna be real, y'all. This is pretty damn boring. I have to look for fair fights in order to actually, like, try and show off this ability, but I can't find any. Can't find one. You're also swapping servers? Yeah. Snapshot been useful so far? I've barely been able to use it. I couldn't tell you if it's been useful or not. But I think the verdict is definitely in. Could do 1v1s with viewers. We could do that. We could go do that. It's not a terrible idea. So the twisted home cave it is then. The question is which server to go to. Alright, chat. Y'all are gonna get to 1v1 me. Spartan Company? Never heard of them. Eh, probably better just go to Flight's deathmatch because I have admin permissions there. Y'all are gonna get to fight against a nerfed Zilla. I'm gonna be fighting with a hand tied behind my back. Because I'm gonna be using Undertow. Uh-oh. Hold on. We may actually get a fight here. Unless that's Rippy. I think that's Rippy. Yeah, that's Rippy. Oh. Well. I mean, while we're here, might as well. GG's, Rippy. Techno. I'm waiting for that charge. That is a Barsboldia. So we're gonna keep moving to the home cave. How's Undertow treating me? Like shit. I miss Sweep every day. She won't call me back. Said I left her for an uglier woman. All right. We're going to Flight's deathmatch server to run ones. Chat. So anyone that wants a chance to 1v1 me, so we can get some better insight into Undertow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Claw Slam misses me just as much too. Nope. That's oh, it's alright, Hydrus is in here. Cool, cool. Alright. Question is, do we do water or land first? What do you think, chat? Oh, I should probably enable global. Never mind, it is enabled. Fighters will snipe anyone who doesn't respect the ones. Alright, fair enough. Yes, Silver Knight. I know the Claw Slam ban got lifted a while ago, but... I guess we're gonna have to... Okay. Alright. Well, it looks like we're gonna be doing terrestrial fights for the time being, so I will adjust my setup accordingly. I think this is what I want. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, wise manta ray. Huzzah. Alright, hold on. Alright. Who shall be the first challenger? You know, gauntlet style, wait in line? That sounds like a great idea. Let's do that. I have been dragged. I guess Hydrus is managing this now. Okay. That better not be flight. Oh, thank God it's not flight. Okay. Oh, spooky. Ooh, fancy. No, not a good position. House. There's the dash away. It's like it's devolved into a chip fest. Alright. Ours hurts. Oh, that was bad. God, the days. Oh, shit. Damn, I bet I didn't even get him bloodied. GG's. Like I said, hand tied behind my back. Oh, that was you, Coffee? Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. $400. Jesus. All right. Here we go. Who's the TT? Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Jesus. GG's. You gonna make me walk? Bitch? That's what I thought. Jesus. Damn. This is not an easy fight. What? Oh. Okay. Alright. I think after this Rex, we take it into the water. Whoa. Coffee wants to try TT before water. Uh-uh. GG's. Brawl build? Oh, fine. Fine. But I'm giving myself wet butt for this. shit-ass ability. I don't know how many times I have to lose a 1v1 before everybody understands how terrible this is. Yeah. This is probably the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen. Oh my god, Hydrus is going AFK, cringe. Which ability? T-bars, this one. That one, that stupid piece of crap called Undertow. It's awful. Awful, terrible, no good. Yeah, I know it's horrible. I know. Oh, right. I had to change my build up in the... Regular tail's way better? I know, yeah. It is. Yeah, I'm waiting on Hydrus to get back so that way we can really get into the gritty of this. Oh, hold on. Damn. There we go. Oh, it already did it. Never mind. Alright, hold on. What's the... Hold on. There we go. Jesus God, it's all Spinos. Well, OBK, don't feel bad if you're not good at water Spino, because, again, over here playing handicapped. So, okay. Alright, I want everyone to form an orderly line. Hold on, I'm gonna do something real quick. Form an orderly line. Up at the top, on the surface, so you don't fucking drown. the conga line of spoons begins. Okay, alright. Alright. Let's see how this goes. Oh my lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, out of range. Okay. Damn it. GG's. All right. That means whoever's next. Oh, great. It's coffee time. All right. Alright. I'm getting the feeling the Days Call is, like, not working. So we're gonna try Armor Call. And we might go... Yeah, let's try that. GG's. All right. Who's that? Whoa, whoa, stutters. Whew, that whip around headshot was good. GG's. Ugh. That's not it for Tylo. Whew. GG's. All right. That went exactly how I expected it to. Completely worthless. I think yeah, for sure don't want to pull Tylos. Well, here's the problem, Troy. If you're equipping Undertow against Tylos, you're playing without a tail slot. And you're still gonna lose. All right. GG's. Damn. Yeah, I think baiting them into chasing and then using Undertow to pull them in front might be the play, Troy. You're right. Unless they get stuck on onto your back with collision. Yeah, I'm just gonna bleed out at this rate. Undertow is so fucking garbage. Why am I using it? I'm using it to prove that it sucks. Because too many people, I see too many people still using it on officials. It is legitimately the worst ability in the game, in my opinion, as far as Apexes go. What's the event? Not really an event. We're just running 1v1s on Flight's deathmatch server that he sometimes might in the future use for events. You know it's bad, stop using it. But what's the point of the stream then? What's the point of the stream if I don't showcase it? You know? I mean, if you want me to switch to something good, I can, but it'll stop being. Here, I have an idea. All right, what time is it? It's 11:30. I've been streaming for a little close to 4 hours. All right. Chat. What's the consensus on Undertow? I think it's time we sit down and have the conversation. I want to hear everyone's thoughts on it. I want to hear what they think is wrong with it, what could be better about it. Let's workshop this. It's stinky. Too long of a cooldown. Nothing burger. Riveting input, chat. Riveting. Really bad. Wish it was improved upon. Okay, but like how? How do we fix it? How does it not be ass? I think if they gave you the ability to move while using it, it would be infinitely better. It's usable when fishing against 1 or 2 slots and to lose a good attack in stamina. That's so real. Days every time you use it? Less AoE, more damage, shorter cooldown. Ruby says tick damage. You know, tick damage in an area after the effect would actually give a reason for it to have the days. Shorter animation, not shorter cooldown. The animation not being so crap would definitely help. Because, okay, so... Alright. That's crazy. But wouldn't all of the low tier players complain if you raised the damage and lowered the cooldown? Oh, Spino's unapproachable. Oh. It's garbage, clunky, animation needs rework. In fact, it's one of the few abilities locks you in place for as long as it does, even after the attack. Yeah. Yup. Spino's not T-Rex, so they'll never make it overpowered. Man, if that ain't the truth. I don't know, Rippy. I mean, I like the idea of a tick damage after effect, but I don't think it should be a replacement for the current damage. I think it should be in addition to the current damage. Yeah, Troy, I don't like being locked in place either. I think if you could move during it, it would be goated. That would be some real crowd control right there. Being able to move while your tail like spins up a whirlpool trail behind you and pulling dinos into it during the animation. An AoE with some drag? Now we're talking. Yeah. Yeah. They definitely need to do something to it. They need to lean into that area control. It's just such a throw ability in the 1v1s. That's the frustrating part. And that's frustrating because while it's good in the water against small stuff, realistically the only small things in the water are Meg, Conch, and your Rhino. Everything else in the water is big. Do I think Claw Slam should have any use underwater? Absolutely not. Nope. Mm-mm. I think if you gave it a water function, you would have to nerf its power on land. And I don't want them to do that. What's that general ideas I'm getting from chat as a whole? Some people want the ability to move during the animation, both on land and in water. Some people want lingering after effects. Some people want repeated tick damage in those lingering after effects. Me, I kind of want a dragging hitbox while moving. So like keep the animation like the same, but let Spino move during it and pull the area of effect along with it. I personally don't think the damage needs to be increased necessarily. Maybe the underwater damage. Maybe the underwater damage needs to be adjusted. Nah, Deadly Canadian. The issue with giving Claw Slam an in-water function is that it takes away from the aspect of the balancing where part of the reason Claw Slam is allowed to be as strong as it is on land is because you're forfeiting your claw slot in the water in order to run it. There's an opportunity cost that you're paying by opting into Claw Slam. If you give it a water function, it immediately becomes best in slot. No other claw attack would really be able to compete with that, in my opinion. And in my opinion, Claw Slam's really damn good, but it's not best in slot. I think best in slot for Spino's claw slot is debatable. If they did give it an in-water function, they'd have to nerf the damage on land, which would make the ability worthless. Well, I think we might just wrap it up here. I think I've about undered all the towing I can handle. Y'all are gonna hate that joke. Anyways, thank you everyone who came to watch my masochistic ass suffer through this unbearable endeavor. And thank you to all of my channel members, my stinkers, my certified stinkers. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be striving to make better content going forward. With that said, I hope you all have a great night, and I will see you all on Wednesday. So, take care.